Hello everyone, so yeah, hope you're doing good. I'm here for the series today, so hopefully you can play a few games, continue the winning streak. And yeah, so the problem of the day here, try this one, black to kill white. So yeah, you need to use these two stones right here at the right timing, and yeah, I guess that will be it. And kind of hint would be to sacrifice the stones and then just yeah, have white die because of lack of space. So try to think of this one. In the meantime, let's go and yeah, warm up here. Here we go. So let's go do some free Q problems. And yeah, might warm up a little bit longer today just to be a bit more prepared. So okay, you need to live here. It's gotta be something related to this cutting point. So locally dead could make an eye here potentially if this is sente. Here block this, and then here white cannot block here, and it should be good. So this here cut, white will cut, and then you play here. White cannot go here. It's self atari, so it's alive. You have two eyes here. So at the end, if white wants to kill the bottom side, needs to play that, but there's here, so white will take, then you can make an eye, and it's good to go. So does work, and yeah, black is alive. Okay, another one here, need to kill. So you want to use this wedge, but against here, I think white will atari. And yeah, it's not much you can do after that. So I think you should honey here first. If block, then you attach here. Block, it's dead here. If block here, you can connect. So that should be kind of the sequence here. So going from this side first. If block, you don't atari, but just attach, and this is simply dead here on the inside. So if you start with this, white can play here. And against that one, you can take, and then against this, just make an eye, and it's gonna be ko. So you want to use this attachment, but if you do first, white can block, and now honey, white can play this one. So you need to have like first exchange over here with this, and then here it's dead. So that when you play this, it's like white did block this way, so you can kill. Okay, what funny shape. We need to play this one. Take, throw in, take again, and then cut at the end. And maybe there's some... Yeah, when I cut, maybe white could play here, and then you don't take, but extend once more. I think that's a kind of trick at the end. So you don't want to take, because atari and play here. Just extend once more, and okay, code this way, I guess. Didn't see that one. Yeah, that's a nice defense. Maybe if I take is the same. Let me just take. Yeah, it's gonna be disconnect, and then here, and it's gonna be call at the end. Wonder why. 610 here. I guess you have more local co-threads as black that you can make. So it's kind of the same that black take first, but here you can have still a local co-thread like that one to turn. So you have more co-threads by playing here, because locally you have maybe this one and continue some threads. So yeah, it's more accurate, but both are co. Okay, white to live and be alive. It's gonna be trick with something here. Being careful. I mean, I don't see any problems with this. I think you play here and cut the descent and take every time you just simply descend to keep an eye here and here. Yeah. So now you can keep this, and black cannot go from either side, so you're basically connected on first line. So a bit of a tricky problem right here. Interesting one. Okay, black to play here. Locally, there's this kind of like, if white blocks here, can take, and take again. Make this a false eye. Guess that works. If connects here, can hane from the other side. Not enough space this turn. Take here, hane. So should be this, block here, take, and then simply dead. Oh, no, yeah, this doesn't work. It's the same. You can go from here. Yep. So this one is kind of a common. Some Tsumegos you have this. So here to take, to make a force eye here. Okay, so this, the key should be to make kind of a liberty issues on this side, because white cannot block from here. So you need to start, I think, here. So throw in, take, descend. White blocks here, take, and then call at the end. Is there a way to just kill it? Maybe not. So yeah, I think it's gonna be this at the end. So if you turn, seems like this is working, but then even white can block here, and against descent, okay, white cannot block, but then you can take, and this makes this work, and that one you can just live. So you need to descend here first. White cannot block, because now this is the shape you want to have at the end. Cannot block from either side. This is dead, because you can just fill the liberties from the outside, take here. If that one, white cannot connect, but it's a call for this eye on the left. Okay. So this is capturing race type stuff. Usually you want to connect here to take away this throw-in spot. So here, crawl. Here, crawl, turn, connect this. Maybe you turn here and then throw in. Yeah, it might be this, because like just this one, white will win the race, so I need to turn and then throw in. Yeah, that's a nice one. So let's say you go here. White will crawl, and you simply try to win the race. White can just go from the outside, and you lose it, so you cannot really go from this. And what this does is, like, when white plays here to prevent this call, now you can go back, take here, and this you can just win the race like this. So it needs to go on this side to first win the race here, but now there's this throw-in move. So be careful, sometimes there's moves like this that you can do to throw in. But throwing in first here doesn't work, because taking is Atari, so you cannot block. There's this, so this is why you need to turn here. Okay, so need to take these stones, these 3 stones. It's gonna be some bad RG around here. I think you need to start from jump, because if you throw in, white can Kosumi and connect after you jump. So it should be jump, crawl, now you throw in Atari, connect, and hane. And if Kosumi, you can simply Atari, connect, push, block Atari from here, cannot save the tail. So should start from here, and yeah, that one you can Atari simply from this side. So good problem to illustrate, like, you want to keep like the option of throwing in or simply playing this one for later. if this you throw in here, Hane does work. So now you win the race. And that one, simply Atari from here. This you can push and Atari cannot save the tail here. So, and that one you take, and the main mission it's achieved. Okay, good. Solving, good pace. White leave, kill the group here. So black can make an eye on this side. So you need to reduce this kind of incentive. Hane, block here. Not inspired for this problem. Yeah, don't know. Seems like jump, but then black can turn. Yeah, oh, that was core. Okay, I think Hane this here. When Atari you go here and then it's core. Should be that. Yeah, because it seems like jump works, but that one black can turn here. Keep the eye here in center and live this way. So you need to Hane. But yeah, that was a good kind of thing. Defense, if this, you can descend and then go back here. So the only move is to play this. And against this, ignore and make it core. That was a good one. Neat. Okay, last problem here for warm-up. Maybe we could do one more series if we go up. So I think it's this. Connect here. Hane, this. I already solved this problem once. I had a mistake. So this. Yeah, it should be that. If connect, you just go on the outside here. Don't try to take the stones. I think it was that. Then cut, like, against this, if block, you can cut and take these two. Against attach, I think you connect and Hane. Yeah, now you can go on the outside, so it should be good. Okay. Yeah, I think let's go for another series here. Yeah, if you wonder what this is, post you the link here. So it is weiqi101.com. So here we go. You can solve for any level, as you can see. If you go back here in the skill test section, you can start from 15Q. It's like simple Atari problems. And then, yeah, first I would maybe recommend to go for like simply going to like the Go book section, and maybe big series that it's yeah, that you can kind of solve with time. And then when you want to test your speed, so when you have like solved some amount of problems that you feel like, okay, you want to train about like being a bit more speedish, then you can go on the Guan section. So okay, let's try this 2Q and then go for games. So black to play here and kill. And welcome everyone, if you're here. Hope you have a nice weekend. Just warming up here. Touch seems good. Honey, this. Might be core if I played this. So Hane, this. Cut, extend, connect, Atari, this core. Don't see any other way to. Maybe there's this, but I'm not sure. Incorrect. Okay. Maybe I was lost in time. Yeah, I was correct, but did not make it in time. If you play here, white can simply turn from this side, and it's gotta be some sort of seki. So here white turns. Yeah, Hane is cut. Now you can play this or here it's alive. If you push here, you can play this one, and this is Seki. Like, could probably play away. Yeah, it's Seki. White can play away. Even if you feel the liberties, it's no Atari. So yeah, you need to start from here. Against this one, this is gonna be dead. So only move is trying to take this stone. So this will die. So white needs to connect, try to take, but yeah, call here. Okay, but almost does work. Next time need to be a bit faster. So block here, connect, something like that doesn't. Should be this block here and block here, because Hane, you've just played this and it's snap back. If block, you can Atari, and it's again, you win the race. So should be good. So now there's this. White cannot play this one, needs to take, but it's snap back at the end. So that one take, there's snap back here. If you simply prevent this, try to block, you can Atari and block, and it's just winning the race. So okay, nice one. Need to reduce space and also use these two stones. Maybe simply descend. That doesn't seem to work. Attach simply. Normally if you do this, it's going to be some sort of core in the corner, because white can Hane and take. Maybe it's that one. Attach, take, Hane, take, Hane, Hane, cut, take, core. Yeah. The move order are a bit different, but it's basically the same thing. That you want to attach, threaten this from this side, Atari from this side. And if white tries to play any other move than this Hane, it just simply dies. So you could start from here and then play here. Have this. So Atari is just the worst thing you can do here, just to show. So if you play this on Hane, white can take, and there's Miai between here and here. If you descend, white can just play this, and it's simply alive, because you can keep an eye here and take the stones. Okay, it's gotta be careful about being dead, but this should be some sort of Seki shape at the end. So probably descend. Descend, cut, you play here this Atari take. And now you can take these here, here. Just connect, should be Seki in the middle. So it seems like that. So yeah, this kind of shape to have 6, like it's always alive in the side like this. And if white tries to kill to play this move, you don't want to play this one because this will be dead. But actually you can play here, and against Atari take. Black can take these 4 stones this way, so it can live. But yeah, as white is better to make it 0 points than to give some points to your opponent, so that would be the best way to go. Okay, let's go next. So there's this connection that we need to be paying attention about saving these two, or killing these two. Hane, cut, extend. Seems good. I mean, Hane, cut, extend. If take, you can cut here. Hane, cut, extend, Hane, Atari. But then white can take. Maybe it's just simply Hane here. No, okay. What have I missed? Oh, I should simply play against. So Hane, cut, extend, Hane can simply take, because if white descends, try to make an eye, this is simply Atari, can take. So okay, should work. Did miss this. So against that one, even if white tries to make an eye, you can Atari and take the stones. So at the end it's gonna be something like this, but it's dead. Okay, let's go through the next one. It's gonna be using this kind of cutting point. Like turn this here. You want to make a dead shape in 5, so I think you turn here, and if throw in, you take, connect. There's always, you can go here. White cannot fill from inside, so the outside liberty field should be kind of a hint in this problem. Now you play from here and simply dead shape in 5 this way. So if white simply fills liberties, you just play here and simply dead. Okay, white to play and kill the group. Seems like you want to start here calmly, so that, yeah, if black Ataris, you can Atari here, cut. If Atari here, it's Atari, connect, throw in, snap back. If just simply connect, you can kill the group by Atari connect. So seems good. Yeah, that was a good one. So here, if this one, you can play here and cut. This is dead. If this one, now you can also simply connect, because black cannot play here. This is Atari, self Atari here. So you want to take this point away so that this doesn't work from black's perspective. And let's say you try to like extend space as much as you can. Now you just simply cut and you can take it away. So yeah, sometimes the slowest move is the nice one to kind of yeah, poke at this point, and if connect, you can simply go from the outside and kill this group this way. Okay, 3 left. So this is ko already, but seems too easy. Actually, maybe Atari, take, and then turn should be Seki here. Like this dead shape in 5, but you have like 2 space open. If this Hane you take, this alive, so yeah. Against here, white takes, you turn it Seki. Cannot really say much apart from this. So yeah, that one doesn't work because you can live this way. So white will take and then turn. Okay. There's one eye here, you need to make another eye on this side. And then one thing you need to realize that this is Sente against like here, extend. And it's like, okay, how do you use the weak points there? So Hane, extend, attach, white will play here. It's gotta be Kosumi and then this one, because white cannot block from inside. Yeah, that was a good one as well. So if you attach, there's gonna be this cut and then sacking 2 stones. So always sacking 2 stones, you can throw in again and it's like you can kill the eye. And after this, in this area to make an eye, it's difficult because turn, just attach here. same thing. This one you can take, so it doesn't matter. So this is where you need to be thinking of another move, and yeah, this works because after this one, so honey you can play here. At any point white cannot go inside because you can take, so even this one doesn't work, and at the end this is alive. One eye here, one eye here. If you honey, you can simply throw in, so connect white can play this. And okay, maybe the outside is a bit weak, but yeah, I think throw in should be like more kind of clean. So actually no, against this might be the same. Think about it, like this, take here, Atari again, cut, and it can go on the outside. Go and take, so, and if that one, you can simply take this stone. So okay, might be a bit tricky with this move, but you probably could also simply start from connect. This one play like this and still be okay. But yeah, should be usually got just to throw in to fill a liberty, and if take you can simply go from this side. So just a bit of detail stuff. But yeah, the main idea was the few moves earlier. So black to play and live should be this to increase space if attach honey. This attach is one thing. Cannot be inspired here. This. I mean, maybe it's call. Like turning here, yeah. Because if you connect, white can connect, and you cannot make an eye here, so it's only about the side. And that one you simply can block this honey. This is dead. If turn can cut. Again, dead shape in 3. And you need to play this one, because let's say you play any other move, white can simply reduce space. Black cannot make an eye ever on this side. So that one's this here, there's here. And you simply don't have enough space to live. There's this. So you need to increase against this. White is threatening to cut, so honey to prevent that move. So that there's this, and against that one you cannot connect, but you can still play here to threaten this cut to make 2 eyes kind of thing. So okay, yeah, here we go. So did the kind of a warm up here, and let's switch to the main screen and let's go find a game. So finally, I knew you guys have been waiting. But yeah, I recommend if you want to start games before that, just a short warm-up session, and then so that then you in the mood to read some moves. Let's go. Okay, actually switch the screens here first. Yeah. So black to play here and kill white is the kind of problem of the day for you guys. In the meantime, I'm finding some opponents. So this one, the first move is important. If you go too quickly, it won't work. So that's a big hint as well. Okay, might need a little bit of time. Welcome, by the way. Hope you have a nice weekend. Yeah, we need to see. Thing is, each time you start a game, you need to kind of look at the profile. Botting is a big problem, especially at like high done level here on Fox. So yeah, need to go through each time. Hopefully there's some, yeah, they will at some point kind of address this issue. Don't want to waste time playing against bots, unfortunately, so. If you follow the Go scene, there's the European Go Congress like starts from today, and the European Championship games will be happening from tomorrow. So maybe we're gonna cover some games there. There's so many. I know, there's so many sus accounts. Don't be too paranoid, but. There's a few clues, like ranking up too quickly, that, and then sometimes like winning a lot of games at very short moves. Yeah, is kind of a clue that I got as well. But yeah, in the meantime. E4 seems interesting. You got the right intuition. Green Coder, nice to see you, by the way. Try to think until the end what will happen. Okay, this opponent looks okay. Did take too much time. So e4, what do you think white's gonna do after that? So it is the weak point, but what will be kind of the white's response from that? So you need to be in your opponent's shoes and then try to think what to do there. White will play d1 at some point. Yes, yes. But how? Nice to see you, Sumya. Hope you are good. Did you just come back from tournament? Or, oh, you're in Thailand. Nice. Hope you're enjoying the trip there. Okay, I might need to. I reached Thailand a few hours ago. Nice. I don't know if how many hours does it take to go from India. Not that far, isn't it? Like, I don't know, but especially if you're on the eastern side, maybe that's not too far. Need a long sleep or tournament games will be too much, around 3-4 hours. Oh, okay. It's still quite a bit. Yeah, the Earth is definitely bigger than we realize. If white blocks at f4, black can play e1. So try to continue with your line there. What happens? It is tough to find. If white e2, then has only one liberties, only two. E2, so if you start at f4, oh yeah, okay, white blocks at f4, black can play e1. So what do you do? So black first, if you say e4, block f4 is right, and then as black the third move, what would you do? So would you try to go from the black, so black can play e1? So what can white do after this 1, 2, 3? So e4, f4, e1. Try to figure out what's the kind of move from white right here. So on purpose, I'm not kind of putting the board stones here. Try to imagine in your head. Maybe I'll need to play against the no komi game. We'll see. White can try to block at f1. Then black defends on e1. At d1, okay. Okay. Then what white can do? White will protect the cut at f3. I think you're missing something. So there's a few ways that white can live. You can actually try to let black connect and still make twice. So I don't necessarily need to like protect the cut at f3. Okay, this one should be just a strong opponent. Hopefully. I don't know, I'm getting paranoid each time I just try to look for the profile. I shouldn't really be, but had some weird games. Let's just try to... I see on top, yes. So white can take the stone at d4 after stone at e4 right here. And you can make basically a knight at d5 and keep that e4, so that will be alive. So that should be a hint. Okay, let's actually go and play. I feel like this is my opponent is okay. Shouldn't be bad, but okay, let's switch the screens. What if black d4 first? Try to figure out, so what if black d4 first there? Okay, so I'm black this time right here. Let me just update a little bit here. She will need to play a bit fast because people will leave the room if not. Okay, so against this, I just Atari and play this one and try to like extend somewhere here. Is what I'm usually kind of playing. Could also simply approach, I guess. But then, yeah, this big point overall to play this right side over here. Oh no, the shape won't be good. Yeah, so you have the right idea to kind of go after this kind of weakness at F or E4, but you need to execute it right. So I can play this. Usually this is pretty big to go after this kind of top side potential. But I wanted to play on the right side to, yeah, prevent this kind of thing. And nice to see you, Nizma. Hope you're doing good. Nice weekend. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, so against here, what you can do is always kind of play away. Don't need to respond here. Question is, do you want to approach this side? Take the corner. Seems big to go here. And play flexible. White will probably try to take center and jump. And maybe try to increase this area. But yeah, we have the whole right side. Should be good. You could also sometimes approach from this side, try to go here, but then you let white have kind of the left side of the board. And usually taking the corner here is pretty nice, so I'll do so. But yeah, I think white will jump, try to play this, continue or attach. Okay, I haven't expected this one too much. So I think this one, I don't mind just blocking here, because now we have no cutting point too much, and let white kind of go inside the corner a little bit. If you jump here, white can go through this way. If white can destroy the right side, you need to counterplay on the bottom, but I don't think I would like to have like this kind of game. White destroys this, you destroy here. Then white can keep the top side for itself. Yeah. So I'm going to block. So should attach. And then you can wedge. Okay, didn't expect this one. Do I block here? Like you'd probably connect and it's gonna go back to kind of a start point Joseki. Like to kind of against approach attach and white cross here if you go back this way. Seems fair to do so. Because if block, white will try to push like Hane and cut somewhere here. And this I don't really know if I'm really feeling too good about it. But maybe you can like destroy this side a little bit more if you block. Like you could play here, Hane, and then just go back here. That also seems to be okay. If push here, cut maybe this way, block here. Push, cut, block here, Hane. Okay, maybe that's not really good. Block, push, cut, descend. Ideally, you want to block and say it's okay on the outside, but maybe I'll just play here and simply go for this kind of shape. Might be a little bit too soft, don't know, but this should be fine. So you can block and then white plays here, keep, and then play somewhat here to continue to play on the right side. Seems good. It's really, the Joseki here, it's like going back to when white attaches this way. Approach this way against start point. So I can peep if block, there's Hane and then cut. So usually white connects here. Yeah, you don't want to leave this cut to have like potentially these 3 stones taken. And now you place something around here. Because like white jumping like this way could put pressure in this area. It can also increase the bottom side. So playing something around here is pretty nice to continue building here. So let's go with some knight's move somewhere here. Don't need to worry about this cutting point, you can just cut. A lot of support around. And yeah, it's putting slight pressure on here, maybe at this point here, to try to connect this stone, and if white blocks, you can maybe extend here somewhat. So it is a big point to play around here. White can turn, can try to respond here and close. I think turn is the biggest though. Yeah, it could respond, but this exchange I think is feeling good for black, because now you have kind of played this away from white. You could play this to prevent white playing here, and then maybe trying to say I can invade. Should be pretty big to play this kind of thing. Taking forcing moves from the corner, also maybe attach Hane type stuff. Maybe white's gonna try to attach straight away and build here. It's definitely possible. I'll probably need to invade at some point. Do I Hane play this still? Then invade maybe somewhere around here. And if you don't protect, there's cutting point. So
2、3、4、5、6、7。
I think you want to go here because you still increase quite a bit on the left side. So Atari here, give up. Usually should be this move to protect, and then white Hanes, you extend and then maybe protect somewhere here. Could play way as well.
1、2、3、4。
These moves are gonna decrease the top side potential in a sense, so it should be fine. And you still gain a little bit on the left side. But yeah, the judgment here is difficult. So white, if you want to protect this side, you'll probably place something around here. And then black can maybe invade. Nice asking move, preventing maybe here, because if I cut now, like Hane cannot try to save these stones. I mean, still block. So that maybe this is Sente. Okay. So now basically white has Sente around here to cut off these 3 stones. So it says like this is way stronger than it looks. So cannot really freely cut right here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Do you want to invade here or just
残り2
approach
回です。
once? Play some moves first there. This is a big point to prevent local kind of enclosure. Thing is, if white wants to take territory, should play something around here.
1、2、3、4、
Maybe it's
5、
quite big because you
6、
can put pressure.
7、
So let's go. Go on this side. So get white plays here. Could we ignore? Probably not. I could maybe play some more around here, then crawl. Go after these stones, but then white can Atari
2、
go
3、
after them as
4、
well.
5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe let's go and try to do this. I don't know. As a spirit, just I want to ignore because seems big if I can make this exchange. Like it's giving way more room for this stone. And yeah, you can give up the corner if it's to invade the bottom side and can potentially go after the attack on this group. So I wanted to have this exchange, so this in turn. So if this one, go back and protect. Against here, I'll go back. Seems still good. Can honey. Potentially maybe attach here can cut off this stone actually. Not honey, but here.
1、2、
So giving up corner shape, but going after this. Interesting to just play here. Didn't expect this.
1、2、
Do
3、
I respond?
4、5、6、7。
I think we do, because this is pretty big still. Thing is, when white plays this one, you can also cut from this way, then get this side. Maybe against here, would like to Atari, because at any point later it won't work.
4、5、6、7、8、9。
Now because white did peep, it's the timing it does work, and maybe then you can honey. Just here, do I connect, do I attach? Attach, maybe white will cut straight away. Yeah, I think we need to connect.
One, 2.
Maybe this. There's still crawl or even honey here. Could play this to block this side. Give like, let's say block this line right here. In exchange, white give this one. So you gain the points you don't mind about here too much. So I did prevent this. But I think you can still cut. Then go here. Don't know if it's better to just crawl.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Maybe I need to cut here and try to surround everything. This one you make a base and you take kind of the white base away, so this is a big point. But yeah, I wasn't sure. Next I'll try to cut here, surround everything. So like here cut, Atari connect, maybe nice move, something like that. And let white suffer on this side, so block here, Hane, make an eye simply. If black can play both, so protecting the corner and also take this whole bottom side away, then black should be better. So if connect, I might go back. So yeah, against this, you could try to just cut off here, continue the attack, but seems like it's better to just simply take back the corner. And against surrounding, you can Hane locally live, so it should be good. And if this can still run away, maybe
2、3、4、
yeah, so it should be okay.
6。
Maybe this is annoying from white right here, could say. Yeah, maybe that was... There is some cutting aji if I play here, so maybe turn.
4、5、6。
White will definitely descend, try something. Could have been a bit too greedy, maybe. So here, here, here.
1、2、3、4、5、
Guess
6。
could Kosumi as well, but usually turn. And then Hane cut. Might be some white plan, but against here you can Atari. Take this Atari, okay, Hane. I guess there's some problems, maybe.
1、2。
Is this going to be cut? Maybe you jump and attach right here. So against this, jump, attach. Because that one I thought you cut here, extend, and then jump. Should be alive. You have an eye around here. So you can cut first. Maybe you should have played that one first, but... So... Yeah, extend... Be white plays here.
1、2。
I think should be good to go. White will probably play this one. Try something. But yeah, you can block this side if Hane. So against this, just simply playing here. Yes, here can play here. Keep the eye.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Seems good.
秒読みを始めます。
So now I kept the eye here, and this is also alive. So even if here, peep, this, block, you can turn, keep always an eye. Attach doesn't work, this Hane. So against this, I just need to put a move, so should be that one to leave this cutting point. Maybe could. I don't think you gain here, because there'll be like push, throw in, play this one. So you need to be careful. I think we want to simply go here.
1、2、3、
Or
4、
block this
5、
way.
6、7、8、9。
Maybe this is slightly better. Because you feel the liberties here. I mean, black has destroyed the bottom side. I took Sente. Could go and continue. I mean, still there's cutting point.
1、2、3、4。
Let's play this peep. On white L18, how to make an eye. So against this one, you can simply descend. Should be fine. Maybe this wasn't good.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Okay, you can play here, make an eye. Try to cut and have like this wedge so that this cut works. Okay, my opponent resigned here. Nice win. I think that one... Maybe white could have done something a bit more aggressive, because honey, this seems like white has trouble, but maybe this. I was thinking like jump and attach. Maybe still that one. Because if you play this kind of moves, on the bottom side it's going to be a problem. Maybe, okay, maybe you could go this way, Atari attach, play like this. And then go back on the bottom side and still live. So yeah, even if you play like this, it's 7 in line, so I can even play away and seems like it's okay. So okay, maybe cut like doesn't work because you can simply play like this and then attach here. Try to take these 2 stones. If this, you can push again and then descend. You're all okay. And yeah, in the game move, so if white plays maybe you could say here, if white Kosumi, so Nizuma, you can still block. And against this, when you're first to play, you can always turn here and keep the eye. So you have 2 eyes. Against this one, like doesn't work, you can honey. And keep an eye here, keep an eye here. So yeah, there's no way to take this eye away. Against this kind of block, you can simply play here and does work like this. Simply can turn. And yeah, honey, simply playing this one. Always can keep an eye here and here. So yeah, I don't know. Let's go and just ask Miss Fine Art just to check. Want to see if I was... Okay. So it seems like I played a good game. So you don't need to respawn. Okay, you could probably play here. And yeah, no problem. Banascala, this puzzle is cool. 11, 13 moves, only 1 first move that work. Needing some television. Yeah, I like this as well. So the first move, so you need to probably miss a few times and then conclude that the first move is the exchange you need to make. And yeah, you kind of sacrifice stones to take and win. So that's the hint. Just want to see here, maybe I should still kind of cut. Yeah, okay. Yeah, cut, just don't care. Play this and approach. Also, one thing I want to see is like the beginning, so this one. Maybe I need to block here. But yeah, this one I want to check myself later as a homework. Usually white does attach this side, and then you play this kind of a joseki right here, like push, jump, or even attach straight away. You see this often. Sometimes also you can block from the other side and then play something like this. Here, Atari, I guess, and then something like that. This is also something that is happening. The shape is figured this way, but maybe you give like a bit too much room to white, just connecting simply. Maybe here, don't block. Yeah, go around here straight away. Yeah, that could make sense, yeah. Because sometimes, so this is a bit of detail. If you want to go and invade this side, you might like sometimes peep from here. So it kind of helps. You don't mind giving up the corner, but you don't want to play this honey and block because you might have this help to kind of usually this is not really a good move, but if it's to invade the corner in a big way like this, you could keep this in the kind of locker room. So probably this is why you don't want to exchange here. It's just making this area stronger for not really much because you need to go back. So yeah, that move, I think I need to go back and see. This is not good. So yeah, this one I need to just check because I knew it's complicated stuff. Didn't want to go with this one, but here that's like important concept. If you want to keep invading here, don't want to play this kind of exchange to strengthen this side. But yeah, usually this is bad, but maybe in this case you don't want to have it. So yeah, seems like here all the exchange were good. Maybe this one. Cut. Okay. Yeah, just go back and don't play this. Yeah, because actually, when I think about it, there was this exchange and I got a bit cramped on the bottom side, like tried to honey and whatnot. Whereas if I don't play here, just go back, you have the room to go in the center. So that makes sense. Yeah, these two moves are probably where I need to, yeah, just change. So the priority is wrong. Try to go back there. So if white doesn't descend, thing is you can honey at any point and then just live on the bottom side. So if white tries to wants to try and attack, needs to descend this one. But then you didn't exchange this, so you can simply have room to go on the outside. This is way better. And yeah, against the right side and the whole bottom side destroyed, black is ahead, as you can see here. 7.5 points. So yeah, this is winning. Not saying it's over, but definitely in a good position. But yeah, after this, when black can just simply live, this is too much. There's like cutting point here as well. Yeah, still cut here. Does work. Okay, that was a nice win. Let me just go take a short break and I'll be back in a few minutes. And yeah, thanks for being here. If you liked the stream, like, comment, and subscribe. I would be happy. And yeah, stay tuned. I'll be back. Okay, thanks for being here and welcome everyone. So this is the problem of the day. Black to try to kill white right here. Hope you can try to do this. So yeah, let's go and try to find another opponent. So a hint, you need to be sacrificing a big group of stones and killing that way. Okay, so I need to, yeah, it will take a bit of time, maybe finding someone. I'm trying to play even games, but maybe we'll need to play against 7 dan opponents. It is getting hotter here in Japan if you have the kind of a plan to go here. Just yeah. It is getting hotter. So summer seasons has finally arrived right here. And yeah, hopefully you guys are also enjoying the summer season, like maybe playing some tournaments. So when doing Easy Tsumego, do you read it or just play what you think is the move? So yeah, I would like to actually do a video. I was planning to do a video about this. So try to imagine like this game, like this situation was in a game. So the most important thing is you don't wanna put the stones on the board if you can. So you wanna mimic in the game situation. So try to imagine the moves ahead in your head, and the logic, kind of the way of thinking. So at first would be a bit difficult, but you need to start. Okay, so what is the first move I'll play, and then anticipate your opponent's move and basically try to calculate lines. So firstly, even if it's like only 3 moves, it's good. So you try to always try to calculate lines. So 1, 2, 3, like doing it on a book. So a book, it's good that in a sense you don't kind of the mistake that it's easy to do is so there's 2, but one is if you have a board or if you play an app, just you go for the obvious move first, and then you don't calculate till the conclusion. And I'm trying to solve the problem on a sideboard with my daughter, and that's cool. Nice to see that. Yeah, if you have Goban, definitely if you have a Goban, just try to put the problem on the board just to have like different feel. But thing is, you don't want to just put the stones until you have the conclusion. So that's the point. You want to make sure. So once you read a line and it works, you want to try to go back and then switch, kind of deviate your opponent response, and then at each time, if the first move from there, even if you deviate your opponent's response, you achieve the same conclusion, then you solved. So you just want to be in this habit of trying to calculate like opponent's deviation, and even if it's only 3 moves at first, it's good, and then trying to have kind of this habit will translate into the game. And in having a book, in a sense, that's good, that you cannot really, you can go and check the answers, but you cannot just click the first obvious move and then think from there. And you can also repeat. So if you have a book, Dinsuma, you can try to do it on loop. Especially easy problems, you don't need to be thinking about them for too long. Just usually it's a lot about pattern recognition more than anything, especially like the low Q, double digit Q, or maybe up to like 5Q problems. So if you try to think maybe 10-15 minutes or a bit longer, then you could definitely check the answer and then try to do this problem another day just to repeat. So yeah, I wouldn't mind really at kind of basic problems to kind of check the answers and repeat the next time, because it's much more problems made to be try to have this pattern recognition, so you can at the end, ideally you want to just look at it instantly and see the solution. So that's kind of the way I did. And hi Peter, nice to see you. Hope you are doing great. Thanks for being here. Despite it's surprising that E1 don't work, sequence is so important. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, so let's try to find someone. So hopefully I responded to the question well. So try to read it. I'll say if it's like, do you read it or just play what you think is the move? Read it. That would be my answer. It's not only about the kind of solving the problem itself, it's just having this habit of try to calculate, and that would translate into games. And then intuition. So when you solve a lot, like it's gonna be some pattern recognition, intuition in your head, and then you can reduce the amount of moves that you read and just go straight to the line that you need to calculate straight away. So just this would be way more efficient, but you need to build kind of basics first before going there. So it's totally normal if at first you need to think. Yeah. And if you take too much time solving a problem, then maybe it's that bracket is too difficult, so you can kind of go a bit downwards. You will like to go for volume, especially when you're starting. So don't worry about the difficulty of the problems, but just try to go and play a lot. Like you could also do the same approach for games. I guess this is why there's some people, I wasn't the case for me, but I heard some people just actually some people around me also when I was inside, like there was people just playing a lot of fast games. So I guess this the same reason like why you can improve with that way, because you just have this habit of trying to calculate each time, and also you learn from each game, fix the mistakes, and then gradually go up. I could debate whether blitz or rapid better time control for going. I think it's dependent. I won't say there's a definite good answer, but one thing is I would say volume is important. So just go the way you feel better. But if you want to just play more games than solving problems, review is essential. You need to review. You cannot just play mindless splits. I think that's not really good. Just that. But you need, if you want to play more games, try to review each time. And if you want to go solve more problems, just do it the right way, I guess. But maybe you can, I won't say you can just play and do not review and still improve, but Maybe, don't really know. Just, it's an opinion from my side. But yeah, also you see more situations. That's also a good point. I did not find the solution even with the board. Try to think what you can do as a first exchange before going to your point, green quarter. Because your intuition was right, but going straight away doesn't work. So you need to have like first exchange. So weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe let's wait a bit. Don't appear paranoid, but had too many bad experiences. Playing without reviewing is fake training, enhancing ego policy. And yeah, you could say also developing bad habits. But yeah, if it's too difficult, maybe it's still, you can have like assist. But bad habits. So yeah, I want to create videos about this, like training, how to trade the right way, at least. Okay, I think should be good. This opponent. Yeah, shouldn't be bad. Okay, I'm black again. Let's switch the screens. Not too difficult. Yeah, for you, Peter, I know you're pretty good, so shouldn't be. Black can play center D1 before. You're on the right track. Okay, let's. It's the same. Okay, I did kind of realize just right now. I want to gain experience with this opening, so that's why I'm playing it. Okay, against this, I don't mind playing that one. Against here, cut. Sometimes white can also cut this way, extend, and then honey. But this, I'll just sack the corner, so extend, push. Against honey, not honey here, but just connect, let descend, and just push. So the goal for black would be to give up the corner, build the wall here, and just go for this side of board. By the way, let me update the scores. It's a shame that I had a long losing streak at the beginning. And nice to see your name. I think E4 works. Where's your problem with it, Baduk? So try to read what you can do after black E4. So also one thing, don't forget white can also try to make two eyes. Does it show? Yeah, okay. Like here and this way. So there's that. Okay, so against this one I'll connect. So usually descend and then cut, turn, just push through type stuff. People usually just bump here, they don't play this attach like Joseki too much. This flying knife type thing. I don't really like the hane and then this kind of seki shape in the corner. I feel like this is... Okay, you can atari and then I think playing this one. But you could say the outside is a bit different. Black should gain maybe slightly with this one. So I think you turn here simply, so connect here, connect, turn, yeah. Against this white should take anyways. I think this is good. I think simply block, and if connect you can still hane play this. A lot of strength is required to play dagger, so maybe this you mean, Baraskar? Since you can avoid it, there's no need to learn it. It is true. But yeah, people want to go and play the accurate AI moves, I guess. And sometimes you want to attach because with this kind of bump hane, black and hane and cut here. So against this, my plan was just to ignore. Just continue here. I think this is not really beneficial. Maybe you should have connect though, I don't know. This one is... Maybe still connect once, not sure. But yeah, let's play here. Could also try to maybe surround this stone with a move like this. Some say flying daggers belong in the circus, but they're so much fun. Yeah, I need to check about like atari here. I think it's the first time. Yeah. So against this, simply attach and continue to play there. You could also try to play this and go for just huge influence, have fun. Looks fun to play here. So jump, just hold the hit, go for everything. But usually that would be the most kind of solid move. To make this cramped, get some points here. Let's go this way. The counter you don't have to learn mid game, you can avoid it, but just having a whole Joseki. So this is what Shinjincho did against Karago, if you followed the game. So you just play a huge Joseki and then you can just go to move like 70 without any problems, and then you don't have much left to play. Okay, so against this, don't need to respond. You can play away. So I did wanted to prevent this turn. Get it? But you don't need to necessarily respond. So probably gonna approach somewhere there. Maybe in the theme of the game could go high here, because just to use this influence a little bit. But usually, territory-wise, like approaching here is a bit more accurate to go here. Question is, okay, against this, white will probably attach, because these days seems like this is kind of the default move against this. Just attach, and maybe can try to go for avalanche stuff. In this case, seems interesting. Or simply block here this extend. But yeah, it is a bit boring to play that way. Let's go and try to play here. But this is a lot to learn. Yeah, this Joseki, I want to try, like, if you're not, like, at least down level, I wouldn't try this Joseki at all. Like, you don't need to. There's no freelance theorem.
秒読みを
And
始めます
computer science sort of applies here. Yeah. Everything in life, I would say. No free lunch. So against this, I think the old Joseki sometimes could be interesting to Kosumi, but usually just attach. Hane cut here this. Maybe white will try to take the kind of side corner and give me some influence here, but get this side, and then I can kind of go for this. Crawl against here should continue with the Joseki. Yeah, I don't mind white getting points here because it's kind of flat on this side, and we have this kind of huge center. Naturally, you want it to be black's territory. You don't need to kind of put moves inside. Cut or Atari here. So yeah, Atari here. There's this one right here. So white will definitely keep the corner now. This maybe turn, and then you can Atari just push this way. Against this, if extend, you can cut and take in the ladder. So
1
white
2
won't play
3
that, I think. If this ladder works, you cannot really extend. Maybe this extends to let me cut there. I think I want to cut once. Probably usually should descend
3
here.
4 5 6 7
Extend maybe the move. But that one you can still kind of cut here and get the outside. Have some moves there. I don't really mind. Maybe you play, yeah, I mean.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
Don't know if I'm playing the right Josekis. This should be kind of descent usually, because you don't want to get kind of taken there. So if take, you can cut double Atari, so that isn't really good. So white should try to connect. And if you don't play anything after this shape, so I take here this stone, can still turn this and make a core in the corner later if I want to. So this is kind of a not in a very good shape. So connect this, even if ladder breaker I take, and then still I can turn, play this, go for this kind of thing, and make a core in the corner to just go for everything there. How to continue C12? Here? This way? It's a bit of direction change now. So let's say connect, take, white plays ladder breaker, or just goes back, take the corner. I just simply take and then continue from there. So locally on this side of the board, if you want to approach, I guess shoulder it could be good. Sometimes you could go and attach because it's already strong, so you don't mind just making it stronger. So one rule you can remember, attaching to stones usually make it stronger, but in this case you can see it's already quite strong. You can attach and it's fine. Yeah, I like the overall thickness of this kind of board position, but so here is a question. Do you just take? Do you play something here? Usually you don't really gain by playing here, because white can make some ladder breaker and then you go back. But also another question is, do you take or do you play another move a bit more efficient around here?
4、5、6、7、8、9。
But yeah, I'll personally take. I don't know. Maybe you could go somewhere else, but so this honey is pretty nice. Exchange with maybe cut in corner. So white has the corners here, but the overall influence, white has no really high stones. I have kind of a big right side left. Potential also on the top side if I can play somewhere around here. Looks nice here. And one thing is this kind of group is really strong, thick. So I don't really have some worries to get surrounded here. So it's all good. And if white wants to use this one stone, naturally I'll gain maybe points this way. Here. Drawing some lines. Just black should stonk center. Yeah. Strong center, I guess. For a weaker player like me, it's tempting to plop something in the middle and in another move it would be large moyo. So the way to think about moyos, usually what I do is you want to be naturally territory, so you don't want to really try to make territory yourself. You want it to naturally just put pressure, like try to, how to say, like squeeze. Because if white plays another point, then you can attack it and naturally gain points. I don't know if I responded the question well, but okay, my opponent is always kind of quitting and going back. Has some problems, but okay, so against this we need to, I mean, you could also play away actually, I guess. Could play something here. Hane usually. It's a big move.
1、2。
Opponent has some problems, maybe some bad connection because in the phone. Yeah, shame. Okay, whatever. Yeah, shoulder it, that's definitely interesting. So locally, you can kind of play away. You don't mind, you're already alive. This. Maybe actually you cut first. Maybe you don't play anything and just connect because you don't know which way to cut. Shoulder it looks interesting. Also maybe simply Hane it should be fine. Because I mean, what do you do? Like if this and if cut, you can simply just Atari and play this one, I guess. Don't gain too much. D13. Yeah. Thing is, as black, you probably want to prioritize this side of the board rather than here. And white is not gonna have big potential on this side. So, unless your plan is to really play like two moves right here, block and put pressure on the stones here, I would tend to just maybe respond somewhere here. But if you don't respond here, let's say, yeah, then shoulder hit would be an option. So against this kind of jump. Curious what AI wants to play. Yeah, let's go and check with fine art here just quickly. Nice win streak here. Okay, so this is bad. Yeah, usually white kind of usage Joseki is to play this one, so to turn and then go back here. And then you go with something like this, increase the right side. Actually, I've seen with this just simply playing this one, but I'd say it's more natural to go with something like this and just increase this side of board. That's the main plan of black. Just go for this and give up the corner. Feels like magic when it works as intended. Sometimes I tell myself, okay, with this move I'm attacking when it invades and get the corner. Yeah, so one point is you don't want to make it the points yourself. You want to maybe magic. I don't know if that's the word, but naturally making territory. But yeah, at this position, the problem is white has some points, but there's no potential. Maybe around here, but that's about it. And then black has every other part of the board. So in these positions, I personally feel more comfortable. And yeah. So it seems like that was pretty bad. Didn't know. So yeah. Turn. Because it seems like when you play this, one thing is this stone is a bit weaker. And to run from this stone comparing to the kind of usual Joseki stuff. Comparing to this. Like you can see this stone is much more active and cutting these stones in a good way. Whereas when you Atari, it helps just being bad against this stone. So it seems like the Joseki choice was right for me. So here should descend, right? Maybe you could cut straight away. Yeah, that could have been a move. So cut straight away here. Thought about this. Oh, so you don't take but descend. So against here, I guess white will just play. Okay, I didn't know this was a move. You let take here, play this side, and say you can play both sides. Interesting. Yeah, but that should be okay. Okay, was over. Too early. But yeah, in these positions, I feel pretty confident. Okay, the Tsumego today was harder than I give credit for. So let's go switch to the break screen. I've studied a little bit these positions, so. But yeah, my opponent did mistake the Joseki. I didn't. No need to give too much credit. Have to go now. Yeah, thanks for being here, Name. Thank you very much. So overlooked the liberty. E4, F4, D4 into E1. You almost okay. Can I actually go a bit through why this doesn't work? So unless. So if you play here, white will block this one first. So cut doesn't work because then you extend. This is false eye. And on the bottom side, white cannot make two eyes. So this is one thing, one line you need to read. So when cut extend, this is dead. So now you deviate from here. So just saying the process. So against this, let's try to read from this side. And yeah, now if you connect, I can actually play this D1 move, and that doesn't work. Puzzle is designed that E4, yeah, doesn't work as first move, yes. So this shouldn't be right, because you can keep an eye around here. And let's say black tries to take this away. Now you can connect this way. And yeah, should be taken. This is alive. So you could think, okay, black maybe could do different things right now. So if you start with descent right here, what would you do as white? So that's 1 point. We found the solution. Nice, green coder. So it's a cool puzzle. It is definitely cool. So if you descend here, white can actually take. And against turn you can play this move. Threaten to cut off. And if you try to connect, you can go back, make 2 eyes. So hopefully I'm right, but this is the reason that shouldn't work. And okay. Yeah, so the first move here to play from e4 doesn't work because of this. Even if you honey, should it be throw in first? I think. Normally should be throw in first. Maybe you could simply take again. It's gonna be the same. If connect, you can play here. Yeah, threaten this. And if that one to take this force eye away, now you can just throw in, take these 2 stones. That doesn't work. Yeah, if you honey on the first move, I think you're right, Green Code, you need to block this side, and then there's no way to save these stones as black, because now if connect, you can simply go back and connect right here. And this won't work because now you played moose on the inside and you can just take the stones. And you lose the race right here. And let's say you cut from this side, now you can capture these stones. And that would be alive as well. Does work. So yeah, should be good. So that would be the hints. So I'll leave you guys with this. Should be able to go and solve it. Okay, in the meantime, let's go find another game. We can continue with this streak right here. It feels good. Feels like cheated because we used the board. Yeah, that's why. Next time, if you can, try without putting stones. But still, if it's too difficult, sometimes you can still enjoy the kind of solutions. See still the kind of moves. Okay, so a bit patience. In the meantime, I'll try to find a game. By the way, if you're on YouTube, thank you very much for being here as well. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be happy if you can do so. And if you're on Twitch here as well, be happy if you can go take a look at my channel. So, post the link here if you want. Problem is great, has a lot of continuation for white resisting. Yeah. So really the habit you need to have is like try to calculate lines. So calculate the line, reach to a conclusion, try to deviate your opponent's moves, and if the conclusions are always the same, then you can say you solved. But this is one mistake that you could definitely do often, is try to do wishful thinking and do not try to, resist the best way possible. So you need to be in your opponent's shoes and try to deviate the best you can. Actually, I need to give credit as well to this Tsumego artist. I personally like a lot. Like him a lot. So I'll give you guys the Tsumego artist here in the comments. So if you wonder who it is, I'll give you the link here. It's Kaku Kyoshin, who is a professional here in Japan. Bit of an older professional. Originally, I think he's from Taiwan, but went professional here in Japan. It might take a little bit of time right here. We had a record of how much variations on how many visits in our mind we can do without a board. It's a fun self-check. So do you record every variations you can do in your mind? Don't get what's the... how do you do this? It would be definitely fun to see what is in a professional's head for that experiment. Okay, this opponent seems to be legit. Let's go switch the screens. Finally, another game for you guys. So let's go. I guess the meta these days with double Komoko right here. Don't really mind. Yeah, against this I personally like to approach high as well. Just the theme of like, white is gonna have the influence, black will take territory. Or, didn't see this coming. This one should be jump here, attach. Maybe there's some moves that black has in mind. So if I remember Joseki's a bit, some back in the day, should attach right here and try to attach this side, maybe cut. Try to go after this stone. Punish them, kill it all. Thank you, Islan. Nice to see you as well. We are in a good winning streak, so that's nice. Yeah, if I had won the games like before. What? Okay, maybe my opponent studied this, I have no clue. I mean, should cut, but after that, don't really know. I guess descend, block here. Cut, I mean... How good is this for black? Like, you need to descend here, there's no choice. I guess black can take the corner this way, but then... So you cannot cut and try to live here, because black can descend Hane. I'd always try to... Yeah, have some senti moves kill the corner. So I need to sack these two stones. So... yeah, should be Atari, connect here, block, take. Is this really good for black? I don't know. Maybe could attach on this side to cut this way. So if this, you can take in ladder. Maybe that's the way to go. So attach, if black connects, then you can play this move, play 2 moves right here. If hane, you can probably cut. Seems like that's good Suji move, not atari but attach. If extend, you can cut here this atari and then take in a ladder this way. So should be this connect and hane. Suntengyu and Koji did a bit in the last 5-ish years. Okay, didn't know. That's interesting shape. Maybe black cross. Suntengyu is also a kind of nostalgic name these days. Don't see it too much in the kind of top name, but still a strong professional. Really hard. Don't know how to evaluate this. Do you know a pro that uses Sansan opening? Chochikun. I would say Konorin. Konorin is using a lot of this Sansan opening. If you know. So yeah, could. Also a title holder back in the day. Maybe these days being on the veteran side. So the same kind of generation as Chou, Takao Shinji, like Yamashita Keigo and all these guys. So if you want to see kind of a professional from these days, Konorin is playing a lot of Sansan openings. That's my image. From black and also white as well. Oh, maybe, Islam, maybe it did relate to that one. So just take away, play the corner. Usually the most natural way is to block this side, so you can kind of use here. But you could also block from this side, so it's much more we're trying to reduce potential from the right here, left here from black. Yeah, I would try to play here, and they have like maybe this kind of move at p12, so have kind of center influence overall. Like this seems interesting move later here to play p12. So yeah, I guess just block. Take center. Maybe we'll go here if you want to be a bit more aggressive, but I mean it's probably fine. Here, this. Yeah, let's just go and extend. Interesting. It's like solving a difficult puzzle. It often takes 10, 20 variation and 50, 100 visits. But to search beyond that, we start to forget previous playouts, so that... Okay, didn't know. Heard Pro then can do 100 variations in long games. Interesting stat right there. So usually hane and then take center. You could also extend, but then you risk taking gote here. But yeah, could do so because I have like thickness overall. I don't mind. And when you hane this, black can maybe go and cut, extend later. Could play this and then maybe just shoulder hits. Could be an interesting plan. Could also go for this hane cut, like whatever. Like going for this, taking gote, don't mind black taking the other corner. But I think hane is probably more usual stuff. And let's try to like play this shoulder hit right here, kind of taking this a bit away, because if you have some support around here, black cannot really try to cut, like extend, so playing this kind of fight. Okay. Could still respond, could play way. Either way should be good.
3、4、5、6、7、
Maybe you could honey and cut.
9、
That's also one of the interesting things. Honey cut.
残り2
Do you
回で
have
す。
the ladder right here? Just wanted, yeah, double check. So you have the ladder. So I can play this cut against this. Good variation. Maybe you can block. Yeah, seems like this I want to honey and cut here. So this exchange might help for the fight on the left side. So if you can play, yeah, already this is good. I know black and honey, but it's much more about gaining some points there. So locally, this Joseki here, I think black is a bit painful. So yeah, black did choose this because white did have the ladder. So it's a bit technical around here. But that one, this Joseki, I should feel pretty good. So as you can see, it's cramped. Played on the kind of wrong side of the board a little bit. So against this, so Atari connect, planning to just protect here so that you can use this top side of the board. Don't really mind getting honeyed,
3、4、
but obviously at some point that is
6、
big still. So I guess, yeah, you go something and protect there. Personally, as black here, when I played this Joseki, I never have some good memories with it.
2、
So, and this side to be big, it's a bit difficult because you need to play kind of this and both this and this to become kind of big point. Would like to pincer. Seems like a good point to do this. Could also just respond but black can kind of invade this side, maybe use this peep.
6、
So
7、
want to prevent this, so keeping this side, potentially targeting this one. So the ideal shape would be that black just runs and we gain here and here kind of thing. Yeah, so it's not going to run, but just playing this one. So some, yeah, exchange here. Against this one, I guess you just jump and then prevent from black just becoming too big around here. Or could play something this side.
3、4、5、6、7、8。
I think it's close between the two. Just white, the plan is really just to have this center area naturally yours. And then say that black has only potential, like the territory here and here.
1、2、3、4。
It's this kind of connect. Would be nice later if I can maybe play a move like this and then kind of connect, maybe just to go put pressure a little bit here. And if black wants to connect, keep the left side like this, don't really mind. Yeah, I mean, center seems quite nice. Like this area naturally might become territory around here. Playing this move looks interesting as well. Okay, so I think you don't want to just play here. Seems a bit too slow. Black is eyeing something around here using this one stone for sure. Maybe you could play this.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Yeah, I think it's a point that you want to play. Also putting some pressure to that stone. Like long range, but if you have stones around here, let's say, this stone is gonna become lonely. And to attack directly, this group is a bit difficult. Like, you can try to have some stones here, but you need to spend a lot of moves to surround. And that I don't really mind, because it's going to, yeah, make some points in the center. And also protecting a little bit against this run. If black wants to play here, if you have some exchange in this area. If this, I'll try to play here, continue to press black and build here. So yeah, that's interesting point to go. I didn't expect this one. But here I would like to just push through and isolate this stone in the middle. So if you can cut through right here, maybe I can shoulder hits and then like isolate this in the middle.
7、8。
So let's go through, cut through. So against this, I guess push. Hane, I'll just cut, extend, jump. You want to be a bit careful about like this, so you cannot play away. But yeah, Hane, you cannot play this. This cut is just too much. So locally, it should be like extend or jump. Question is, like, if you jump, if this turn is a bit annoying or not, this is the big question. Because you don't really push too much also. But yeah, maybe.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Wasn't sure about this one. Because this turn might be a little bit annoying. Okay, so here the important is not really the side, but much more about the center free stones. So you want to extend either way. I think Atari black will play here and disconnect this side. This is the worst thing that could happen.
2、3、4、5、6、
extend here.
7。
So this you can still go back, connect, and take. Don't mind a bit of damage around here if you can gain this side, and if push through, they're still here, these 3 stones. I don't think black gained with this exchange too much. Like this connect, like that's the only thing you can do, but it's not really interesting.
2、3、4、5。
Like taking these 3 stones isn't like
8、
important as white. So yeah, I think this is good sign. Black is kind of struggling to play. Against this, you want to play this one to prevent this peep. Cannot really try to surround here, it's too much space. So you want to play a move like this, and against here, maybe try to surround, isolate this one.
6、7。
Yeah, the extend here at the beginning, I guess that was also a move that could have been played. But I don't know. Okay, so black is trying to attach like hane cut. Try to make some sabaki in the top side, but okay, so need to play well here. It's
2、
complicated
3、4、
after these
5、
stones.
6。
Guess Atari block. Extend, black will try to Atari push through here. Maybe give up this side.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Didn't know. Maybe this is not good. I don't know. Like black would probably try to play this. Atari here push through. Maybe this one and block here. But that one you can Atari just give up. Take here. Still attack the stones. So it doesn't look good to play here. Usually Atari here is not really a good move.
5、
So black is trying to take here, but this one you can Atari, push through, play this, and still the stones are somewhat. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is. Yeah, this kind of hane cut combination is really hard to deal with. You need to be good. They're saying about Sabaki being a man's best friend. Oh, no. That is a good. Thanks for telling me that. It's just weird to play away from floating stones in the center. Yep, so that would be the target. I think black is just struggling playing moose, but you cannot let mid take, so you need to connect. Questions here. Do we put another move here? Now, probably what I will do is like, so first Atari, Atari take. Could play away then, maybe shoulder hit. Really trying to ask like what happens with these 3 stones.
4、5。
But obviously responding here and then maybe descend, go after this group might be even better. It's difficult to judge. But yeah, you can protect the corner and also have some gain here.
2、3。
And if black puts another move here, don't really mind as well. The problem is if play away, black can play this one, save this stone. Kind of, yeah, take points away around here. But you could say it's not helping black an eye to have an eye. Could just descend. Let black play here. With this.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Overall, the position black has.
残り1回です。
You don't need to do that much, I think, but yeah, maybe this I'll descend.
One, 2、3、4、5、6。
Let's descend and go after it. Maybe this, but could have played this, maybe. Not sure. Maybe that move is like knight's move is better, but then black can live by attaching. Wasn't sure. Like this and go after these 3 stones. Like yeah. So here would definitely try to go here. So the plan would be to have naturally moves around here, then you can place something around here, go after these stones, just say this is too big, I win, kind of thing.
1、2、3。
M4 is ridiculous now. Yeah, this stone is definitely super wasted. This Atari was very questionable. I think you don't want to play there. So against this, so yeah, black didn't want to push here because it's gonna be a nightmare for that side. Guess here attach first, get the corner, and then block here, and then go something here. So you want to put some move to protect the corner, be territory.
4、5、
Attach, cannot really honey because this is too weak. You're gonna get counterplayed and killed probably, so cannot really play this in this case. So it should be this and connect. But then I gained some points here. I mean, this looks good. So after this, black would connect, and now I can have this exchange. So push, go back, and then maybe here. This might be a bit too greedy. So I'll go something here.
2、3、4。
Hopefully this is not taking Gote. Maybe black will play here. Yeah, it could be a bad exchange. Okay, not gonna play here.
1、2、3、4、5。
Something around here. Looks tough. I mean, you have these three stones. Maybe the hope is to like poke at the bad connection here. But then on this side, I have like this waiting. So when you look at this, I think you want to go from this side, like block this bad Aji from here. But yeah, maybe there's stuff here, but should be playable. This jump and then jump here.
4、5。
Kind of thing. You want to poke at this kind of ear, we say. Have this maybe. So jump, I'll just jump.
2、3、4。
Usually what will happen is black
6、
would just try to live in
7、
the center. In the
8。
meantime, I'll gain some moves. And then should be good enough, maybe block. So you could go aggressive and attach. Maybe this is better. So the follow-up is a bit more painful, like attach right here.
5、6、7。
Yeah, let's go for this. I know there's a bit more room for black to live inside, but then maybe honey, jump simply, could say. Yeah, maybe I should jump.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
But here next, this kind of thing is painful. Okay, so this exchange already, I should feel pretty happy because now the bottom side is getting stronger. So black cannot really save this stone anymore. I think just take. Yeah, there's this Atari crawl, why not? But
4、5。
should just respond. Maybe extend, but then block is sent there. It's stronger against here to just take, rather than putting a move around here. Didn't know which way is better,
1、
but
2、3、4、5、
bit
6、
difficult to judge.
7。 1、 2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Is this too greedy? Because basically if connecting here sent there, that's huge. Trying to ask the question of this kind of stones right there. Maybe this is greedy though. Might be unnecessary stuff that I played. Maybe this is not pretty good.
5、6、7。
Initially wanted to play something here, but might be not good because black can destroy this area.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Chickened out a little bit. Yeah, this is getting bit sus, like the moves I'm playing here. This is where
1、
I
2、
am
3、4、
probably the weakest
5、
in my
6、
Go skill
7、
overall.
8。
Just
9。
tend to misplay these positions. That was super unnecessary. I mean, you could try to cut off here with attach, like cut off this stone and say this is too big.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Nah. Why am I just responding to every move?
1、2。
Yeah. I don't know why I played this. I guess against this I will still protect.
3、4、5、6。
You bump here to have like this attachment. Kind of use this kind of move that we connected on top side. So even if you cut off here, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's like bad. Don't know what I'm doing. I think black needs to just reinforce right here.
3、
This
4、
one.
5、6、7。
I think you don't really care.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe you go for something like this and try to take eye shape away. use the stones I invested there.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, don't exactly. Yes. Super positional players don't like chaos, especially with like time controls issues. What? It just doesn't seem good like this here. I mean, now you gain. Maybe black will play here. Interesting point. Okay.
1,
And
2,
Nathaniel, thank you
3,
for the sub.
4,
Sorry if I
5,
cannot read
6,
right now.
7, 8, 9.
Maybe still play here. Ay. So black invited this to make some liberty shortage. Yeah, I feel like this wasn't really good as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I guess push this way. So if I cut, I can save everything. So it seems like this is pretty important. I know I have liberty shortage. I need to do something about it.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Let's wedge this way. Can I say I have issues maybe there? I know this is a bit concerning. I've been playing more and more recently. How would you describe my usual thought process? Okay, but Gote? Really? So could play here. Maybe this one might be best, but honey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Black can make an eye by playing here and cut. But now locally, you shouldn't have an eye on this side. So this is where it's a bit getting weird. Maybe push and then black can play here. Maybe against this should block this way.
1, 2,
Because you have maybe this as center.
5, 6.
Yeah, this doesn't work, I think.
1,
Maybe there's some center moves here. But yeah, the problem is this extend. Just cut here, block, can disconnect, and then go back here. Maybe they're still cutting. Maybe it's dead. I don't know.
3,
We'll
4,
use
5.
every time in the world. So yeah, I can play this. So I need to extend. Block can still play this to threaten a cut. You can atari, but that one's to extend here. This.
3、4、5、6。
It's gonna be close. Okay, so this block here, this atari here, that. Cut. Like a free liberties, a cut here, so it should be fine. So you can still stave this stone, but maybe black can push and cut. But then your atari, you don't care.
1、2、3、4、5。
Okay. Maybe. So I'm threatening here. At some point, if you protect, then I can go back and take this stone. Definitely always play kind of a group safety, so it's more important. So if you want to say give king safety like in chess. So piece activity should be like stone efficiency overall on the board. And material, maybe it's points, like local points like this. Thinking of analogies like in chess. But wait a minute. Black and block. Give up this stone. Don't care.
4。
So against this, I cannot play this one. Like push cut. Yeah, I can start from here. By the way, am I crazy to... Nah, that doesn't work. You need to... You need to take...
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe the other one is slightly better, I'm not sure, but... Should be the same. This really shouldn't help too much. I think it's better to play here simply, but... So now this game is really... If black is dead, it's over. But if black survives... Maybe there's still some endgame left, but... What? That doesn't seem right. Maybe some aji here. Could play Atari and then push.
1、
Oh, maybe using this jump to cut off the whole group.
5、
Okay, I
6、
get it now.
7。
It's complicated as hell.
1、2。
Locally, the thing is I can still cut and...
1、2、3、4。
this shouldn't really be good, because now I can cut way more easily. Yes, you can play here and bump, but then there's this cut. Actually, can you peep this way, Crow? Okay, this is insane.
5、6、7、8、9。
I didn't know which way to go. Maybe that one's just to connect. So against this move, I might just cut here. Try to ask what black wants to do. Because you don't mind just getting taken these two stuns. Because black, what we do is try to do this and then go back and take like this. There's gotta be some bad archer around here and block. I mean, try to cut off. Then still, it's gotta be like, okay, you peep, you could push through this way. And maybe in exchange, so if you push, give up this side, could go and block here to take this. It's like, whatever. But... So if I connect, black would go and play here. Do I need to play this move? Thing is, if I can't, yeah, maybe no.
2、3、4、5、6、7、
Okay, I still will connect. So we can cut at this point right here. Wait a minute, isn't this? It's gotta be some lip. Ah, no, big split.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Let's cut. Maybe I needed to like cut there. That's more important.
One, 2、3。1、2、3、4、5。
Think extend. And then, so you cannot really play this one, black and cut here. So you need to go back and play here.
One, 2、3、4。
So maybe one thing is this might be sente. So you can peep and go through.
One, 2、3、4、5。
But yeah, Fairman, yeah, that nothing. So the question of Tenuki, or do you want to protect, is always a kind of a topical question.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, let's peep here. Could have been attached. Not sure. So this is where it's interesting. Maybe you could play here, give up this side, but this is crazy. Because if I block here, black and cut, just give up this one stone, connect.
3、4、5、
It's not really interesting.
7、8、
Might be too crazy to go for this.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7。
So I'm saying that this is kind of a center against this group. So that was my point. But maybe actually what I've done is pretty bad.
1、2、3。 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe this black can say play here, cut off. Feels like we need to place something around here. Then try to have this.
1、
So black connects. I really did not have time to even like count, so I do not know where I'm like here. It's gotta be super bad, Archie. Like this center jump here.
5、6、7、8、9。
Isn't there a bit of stuff here? Attach cut might be a question.
3、4、5、6。
Let's cut this way. Black needs to place something. Then my plan is to hane here. That was my reasoning. So
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
should have maybe haned here. Seems like I just lost focus here at the end. Just I can feel now the train has left the station. Hmm.
One, 2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Maybe still black and honey here. Okay, let's try to use this.
1、2、3、
Ah, it doesn't
4、
work.
5、
Shoot.
6、7、8。
Okay, still maybe that one. Just a little bit of tricks. So thing is, I'll play here and then bump. So that I've sent them, maybe throw in. Cheap attempt to be there, but so now I'll play here and connect, let's say. But yeah, I do not have any points. Black has here. It's quite nice. I think this is a bit too much.
1、2、
Hmm? What would be the best way to... I mean, you could play dead and just...
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Okay, it's on it. Maybe White didn't care anyways, but thing is, if I take these 3 stones, I could play here. So just throw in here first, throw in again, and then make it a call. I'm sorry, I couldn't really follow the chat right here. So
1、2、3、4、5。
So now I can throw in, make this Atari, and just try to go after this group. If connect, you can take these 3, and the black needs to go back and connect. If not, it's all dead. Cheap trick I did try here, but it did work. Sometimes you need to have no shame.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, that is huge now. Like if I can take, black needs to go back. And now maybe there's some stuff here like disconnecting. Maybe you can attach this way.
1、
Again, endgame a lot here.
3、4、5。
Even this one isn't there. So maybe this is sent away. So there's no way to really use this bad connection. But yeah, I should be able to play something like this.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
So if that one can play here, I think that works. Okay, so there's gotta be some bad stuff like attach and cut here.
1、2、3、
But
4。
let me just play here first. So this one can connect, but black can play this and play here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Ace can play that. What have I done? Shouldn't have played this. I don't know why I did. Oh god. Now this is terrible.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Ah, now what am I doing? This is so bad. But yeah, I think black still. Was in a better spot overall. Maybe it didn't work actually.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。1、
This one hurts a little bit. But yeah, I mean, black played overall well, I would say.
1、
Just
2、
did
3、
mess up
4、
badly.
5、6、7、8、9。
Yeah, black not hardy from this side, that's
It's-
a problem.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Forced to play from here. Nothing really works. Yeah, nice win from black, I guess. Yeah, this is too much. Black gained the points here. Still has take and cut to take everything. I have no territory left. I have only this, and black can still cut, reduce there.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
But yeah, it was a fun game. It was a fun game. Just did fall short. The problem is cut, take this one, black and push through and play here. Take this, cut all this off, so it doesn't really work. Hmm.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Yeah, black could crawl here. Take the side. Guess there's this and honey. Even then, here. There's a saying going that you have to start by losing 100 games.
2
So you could train
4
your go game either by playing a lot or solving a lot of problems. Either way should be good. Okay. Ah, that was so unnecessary to lose so many points there. But yeah, what we can do is always just improve each day. In order to go to 9 down, I need to be able to win these games.
2
That
3
has been the
4
biggest kind of hurdle up to this point. Tend to just throw away winning positions overall. Maybe I think it was winning. Like, judging by the position, just from here I did play some unnecessary move, but didn't know what to do. Sometimes you need to just switch to endgame mode, but really couldn't really do so. This monkey jump here, this, yeah. So actually 20 points there. 31, 46, 50, maybe it'd call me.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
So what? Black is trying really. Okay, if black messes up here, maybe we can get some points back. Let's just block here, but usually this kind of thing works from black's perspective. Maybe I should have jumped here, not this one, just jump. Seems better.
1 2 3 4
Okay, need to jump. Maybe there's already Hane play here. Yeah, kind of live in the corner type stuff. So you can play this to have this. Kind of the same-ish meaning. Maybe you do play here.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9
Tough. Actually, black can turn here. This is center, can live with jump. Yeah. Just lost focus at the end here. Nice attack, yeah, from black. That was nice. Good endgame skill. So now I can play here, jump. And actually I'm dead, because black inside can live and also... Seems good. Maybe you could descend and locally live, but yeah, black took the corner. Nice. Need to give credit to my opponent. Nice game. GG's. Painful, because I think that one around here should be better. Just didn't know what to do. I think from here it's just the game started to tilt a bit away. Maybe you want to play some move around here so you can protect this point. And then put pressure here. This looks good. Like taking like this territory away, taking this away at the same time as putting pressure here. And let's say black puts a move, I don't know, randomly, or just I don't even know where, but let's say something here. I mean, white seems to have more territory. If nothing happens, maybe difficult to judge on here. Maybe this kind of thing is pretty nice, like jumping here, preventing. Should look good as white. And if you tenuki, maybe just like the attack like in the game right here. Need to leave. Yeah, thank you for being here, Green Quarter. Thank you. And hope you had like a good, yeah, nice solve for the Tsumeko. How are the games today? So I did win, I think, 2 games to start, and then this one. 2 nice wins, but here, from here, just drifted away. Seems like this is where, if I have like specific training, probably from move 80, 70, just middle game stuff. So what if you cut? So here. So the game plan should be, so here if you can manage the game to just play endgame and win, definitely you should do so. And the best way would be to, yeah, put pressure at the same time protecting big points. I think this will be kind of one of the top candidates. Not really bothering about this too much. And if I have like stones around here, also this is good maybe for playing around here later. Not sure, but okay, let's quit the room and I will just ask to fine art here. It's good, like I'm creeping up, I'm getting kind of better and better. It's good, yeah, as you can see. Just from here, just the graph did tank. So judgment is correct up to here. So I would say this one. Okay, that move. So it really tries to reinforce this area, make this center. Don't care about this too much. But yeah, as you can see, 6 points. I think the beginning I played really, really well. I have nothing to really say. Maybe here could have played differently, so this, I could say this one. Yeah, maybe could play here, let black kind of live and then take the center kind of thing. So just not forgetting about this one. Let black live and then play another point around here so you can. Yeah, but this sequence I'm not sure. It seems like that was already kind of a small mistake. You want to, yeah, probably play here. Let black live, don't mind, and just go for this. So it seems like here also it's a point that I lost a lot of points. Maybe this one. So extend. So what did I play here? I did play this. Yeah, maybe that's pretty bad. continue here, or maybe block. Yeah, this one. Yeah. I guess then when I block here, after m14, I thought you should take m16 to secure the bottom. Here? Mamiwata? Not sure. I'll go for just quickly. So here. Don't know what this is saying. Yeah, I wasn't able to judge the position around here. Was not in the right headspace, but if I'm still okay with endgame, I shouldn't go with complicating the moves like this, but just descend and continue with the endgame. This is where I have like difficulty. After black played M. So after black played M right here. So yeah, block. It's probably a big move. I would say, yeah, taking the bottom or. But it seems like Fine Art says that the center area is too weak. So push, yeah, this move. It's fine. I'd say you fork the up and right groups. I think getting pushed here, like in the game, I still can use these moves to connect to the top side and still be like hanging on fine. But it seems like all the moves here were pretty average. But just like a strategic mistake to go for something like this when yeah, I was feeling comfortable. Like, why go for this? Just, yeah, put pressure. But let me ask if this move is okay. Just want to. Okay, seems like black is gaining quite a bit. Okay, didn't know this is super important. Maybe potentially because you can maybe push later and have some points around here. And overall there's like cutting point, and if this area is weak you cannot really go after the attack on this zone. So yeah, maybe I should try to fix this kind of stuff. And black did also jump around this area. This stone is not really connected to the side. Yeah, cutting point here. So maybe here again something is asking. Yeah, it's better way to protect here. I agree with this. Because even if we get cut, it's not like huge difference on this side. Here. Seems like I'm always okay just going to endgame. Running d9 is chaotic. Would it work after e5? d9 is chaotic, yeah. Also, I mean, this one right here after e9. That's interesting question. So black would try to play something like this, and then you can trade, but it probably doesn't work. I was planning to do this, but then if this doesn't work, then you shouldn't attach in the first place. Okay, maybe turn simply first, and then yeah, push through. play this here. But why go for chaos when you are comfortable? I guess should have still maybe played something like this. Seems close. But yeah, did chicken out, didn't want this, so connected. And why not? It seems like here, maybe black you play something this side. Just connect. I don't know, push here. Is there a way to take these two stones? And just simply Kosumi here and... Okay. Yeah. They say we're not strong enough to separate and capture around I-11. Yeah, so that kind of yeah, chaotic stuff around here. So if I try to extend... Yeah, but I'm a bit tired to go into detail. So not really working around this attach, I guess, yeah, like you say. Judgment is really hard. But yeah, this is what I need to train. Like here, just pause once and look at the position. Even though I felt comfortable, just didn't know where to go for endgame. So just playing here, put pressure, play kind of big-ish move, putting pressure, and then just go for here. Yeah. But yeah, at least the weakness is clear. Once you can get through this a bit more consistently, I think we can have like good results, like more wins. Yeah. That was a nice game. Overall, I did enjoy. My Karago says if you don't go for R8 is 50% win rate. Let me go back. Oops, just quickly. Sorry. R8. But yeah, I thought that maybe I could have catch up, but it seems like here is still lost. So here, just one thing I want to make to show. So black did choose this one because if you like play this, like locally, like I have the ladder here. So this is a bit painful for black if you have this. So usually when white has the ladder on this side of the board, like you would place something like this, like whatnot, but still this exchange looks good in this case, and then you can kind of get this Moyo stuff in the center. I would feel pretty good about this. So just a, yeah. So against this, when white cuts, when black has the ladder here, sometimes you just take. So I think it was between here, so that one and this, but black did just go for the more simple stuff, just living. But locally this shape is a bit painful to have this, because it's very inefficient kind of shape. So let's go back to your question, Nathaniel. Thank you for the sub today. So let's say audio is here. If you're given some middle game position, what are the things you are immediately looking at thinking about? So this is where it did go wrong in this middle game position, where first of all you need to look at like the points judgment. Yeah, this is where with the time control I was like leaning towards reading the moves, but this is where you can spend some time to like judge. So let's say this is about, so as you can see, this is all territory. So you can call this white. This is max maybe 20, but I would say try to count conservatively, just to have better. So yeah, that's something like this. Let's say between 15 and 20. Around here should be about, maybe you can, it's hard because black has this point, maybe some jumping stuff around here. Not really sure, but you could say at least 10. Probably it's like likely that it's gonna be ending up with 10 points. And then maybe here on the bottom, again unclear, but I would say 10, something like that roughly. So with Komi, you have like 30 somewhat point, how much, no, 45 points maybe, something like that. As black, there is here, so let's say maybe 20 roughly around here. So each capture you can count as 2 points because you can fill in your opponent's territory. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. It's a bit meticulous, but yeah, need to go through. So 16. And then there is, yeah, maybe some points, I don't know, around here. There is this group as well that has some points, like 5 at least. Maybe you could say 5. So it's like 20, 16, 5, 5, 46. White has 17, 10, 10. So the points position seems to be pretty even, but then, so there's points that are kind of confirmed. So there's that. That is one part of the judgment. Then it comes, okay, do you have like hidden points that you can make as white? If you can put pressure on this weak group, because this is the only weak group that is still not alive on the board. If you can put pressure on here, maybe you'll make some hidden points around here. With this move, you make hidden points around here. It's like, do you have any weak groups on the board still? Like that's kind of a part of the judgment. And then would be if you have Sente or not. So in this case, yes, white has the initiative, so have Sente. So you can play something around here. And then maybe some kind of bad Aji area you need to discount a little bit, so around here. And maybe around here as well. So if white can play here first, or something around here first, this is gonna get quite big, like more than 15 points. Maybe if you count like forcing moves here, maybe a bit more. So it's a bit difficult. Like judgment isn't like straightforward, but it's like first you need to have like the confirmed territory, and then like if you can make hidden points because you can lean on the weak groups, potential weak groups. So in this case it's this one. So weaknesses, if you want to say weaknesses in the shape or groups, and then what kind of big endgame there's left, and also yeah, if the problems you still have around here can be fixable in a good way. So don't know if it's okay as a way to explain, but says pro can gain 20 points against amateur in endgame. Yeah, I think so, yeah. Depending on the level, 20 might be a stretch, but definitely on the 10-15 point mark, I would agree. Because you don't need to have much, like you gain like 2 points like in some local area times 5, and already you're there at the 10-point mark. So endgame is definitely one part of the game that yeah, needs to be studied. Yeah, when you have like the basic life and death done, and you are at some Q level, you can start bit by bit trying to study endgame, because you need to have some basic reading before trying to do endgame stuff with like, yeah, local Tesuji, whatnot. So okay, hopefully you enjoyed this game right here, and yeah, let's go through the solutions of the problem. But I enjoyed today's session, so let's go and play here. Okay, so black to play and kill white. What would you try to do? So here, if you play this kind of a wedge first, we did go through a bit earlier. White can actually play this Atari and then cannot really go after this. So this one white can take. If you just go back, play on the bottom, actually white can give up, let black connect, and then just live with two eyes around here. So you cannot really go here first, but actually the right move was to descend. So play this exchange first before eyeing at this kind of bad stuff at e4. So if connect, now you can wedge, and against this one, this is simply dead because that shape in 3. And then white doesn't have an eye over here as well. So if you block, there's going to be this wedge, and then against here, so that would be a bit of a kind of a, yeah, topical thing. So white will try to capture these stones. So playing this move, you can cut. If connects, you can take these 3. So first, yeah, I need to just be clear. First descend, and then this one. You need to read this first. Okay, this is dead. So then you deviate. You start to read this move. And then here the thing is, if you don't connect here, connect this way, for example, then you can cut, connect, and block in this side. And this will be Seki locally. But because this side is dead, everything is dead. You can just feel free to take these stones or not. Like, it's locally, if the other side of the Seki stones are dead, the whole thing is dead. You don't need to feel the liberties. So that will be dead. So white cannot really go for this kind of thing, and will try to feel the liberties directly of these stones. And this is another detail you need to make sure. Maybe you could actually go this way as well, because connect you can play here. It's kind of the same, even if you go here. Yeah, maybe it's the exact same. So cut. White cannot connect because there's false Seki dead shape, so you need to go and take. But that one seems like it's alive, but actually you can sacrifice the stones and still go in the inside. Connect you can play here, it's dead. If this one, it's dead this way. So cool problem. You need to kind of play this first. And then sacrifice these stones this way in order to kill. So sometimes you want to continue reading after you get taken. So it's not always alive even if you can take these stones like this way, because you have false eye shape on one side. And yeah, let's say you go back something around here. So the reason why this doesn't work is like white can cut and I have this take. Let's say white goes here, like back, like on the first move. Now you can just connect, and then there's no way to make an eye here. And Mamiwata, thank you for the follow. Thank you, and hopefully you enjoyed the stream, and nice. Thank you for the support. Thanks for watching. Was nice. Yeah, so if you block, take, white cannot make an eye over here because there's always a false eye. And that one. And even if you play any other move like this, you can still connect, ignore because it's me eye, this one, and here. So this is why this exchange that you play first you don't want to play, and then just descend because this is just dead. So small detail, but really important. Yeah, thank you for your comment as well. So I'm sorry at the last game couldn't really follow chat because just my opponent did challenge me a lot. Was tough. Need to get used to a little bit when the opponents are tougher. Sorry for that, but thank you very much for everything, everyone. And yeah, Nathaniel, I don't know if you're still here, but again, thank you for sub. Hopefully I did respond to your questions, and if you did take away something, and thanks for the chat, Baduk, and everyone just helping me out as well. And yeah, but the games today I think were pretty good. Just need to fix kind of this point at the game where you can try to switch to endgame mode, just kind of kill the game off, but you need to have like right judgment and stuff with time control, strain, and that one is difficult, but we need to, yeah, be better intuition. What time do you usually start streaming? So yeah, thanks for the questions. So usually at the afternoon time, so late afternoon Japan here. So I did start around 6 today, and on the weekdays it's a bit more later, so in the evening time. So yeah, streaming daily here on Twitch. Also, if you would like to, yeah, subscribe on my YouTube channel. Yeah, be happy if you can go there, take a look. I will try to upload some videos, especially the European Go Congress is coming up. Hopefully I can try to do some game reviews and put some stuff over there as well. And if you want to look at the past streams, you can go there to check as well. Your policy is proof strong, just a blitz game, limited receiving. I think it shows that my reading and whatnot is not good. Like intuition wise, I would say pretty good, but I feel confident, let's say. But yeah, the reading part, when the positions get chaotic, tend to just drift away. But yeah, just need to improve each day, and at some point I feel confident that I can go up to 9, and then yeah, hopefully play some stronger guys, some professionals here on stream. That would be nice. That would be kind of the goal here. Just continue and yeah, improve as we go. In the meantime, give you guys some good kind of comments. Try to help you guys out also as well. So yeah, thanks for being here. Let me see if there's some. Okay, let's go and Dave. Let's go and rate Dave today. So yeah, tomorrow as well I'll be around here at the same time, so hopefully you can join the stream. And thank you everyone for being here, and yeah, have a nice day everyone. And if you have also tournaments maybe these days with the summertime, hope you guys have nice games, and good luck for your games as well. So yeah, have a nice day, and see you guys next time. Bye.